Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. The law of life is to leave behind the ground one is standing on and then step forward. Stop trying, stop struggling, begin to be calm, to trust in the higher laws of life, even though you do not see them, they are still there. All love is expansion, all selfishness is contraction. Love is therefore the only law of life. He who loves lives, he who is selfish is dying. Therefore love for love's sake, because it is the only law of life, just as you breathe to live. Time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life. Everything dies. That is the law of life, the bitter unchangeable law. Sooner or later, everyone's story has an unfortunate event or two. The solution, of course, is to stay as far away from the world as possible and lead a safe, simple life. The universe will always remove what is no longer serving you. If we can keep ourselves from interfering with the natural laws of life, mistakes can be our child's finest teachers. Survival is the second law of life. The first is that we are all one. The law of life is that the mind should be at rest while the body engages in action. He who would live must fight. He who doesn't wish to fight in this world, where permanent struggle is the law of life, has not the right to exist. Work is the law of life, and to reject it as boredom is to submit to it as torment. Integration is a basic law of life. When we resist it, disintegration is the natural result, both inside and outside of us. Thus we come to the concept of harmony through integration. There was that law of life, so cruel and so just, that one must grow or else pay more for remaining the same. The only dependable law of life: everything is always worse than you thought it was going to be. It is in struggle and service with our brothers and sisters, individually and collectively, that we find the meaning of life. Constant development is the law of life, and a man who always tries to maintain his dogmas in order to appear consistent drives himself into a false position. Success is not a pursuit, but the result of obedience to the divine and natural laws of life established by the Creator. The true laboratory is the mind, where behind illusions we uncover the laws of truth. Throughout history, every period of enlightenment has been accompanied by darkness, pushing in opposition. Such are laws of nature and balance. The farmer doesn't sow any seed. He chooses it carefully, for by experience he knows that the harvest will be of the same nature of the sowing. The wise man observes the laws of life and lives accordingly. Therefore, you sow in the furrow of life generous and beneficial procedures for all that according to the law your harvest, being good, will make your life better. When non-violence is accepted as the law of life, it must pervade the whole being and not be applied to isolated acts. If love wasn't the law of life, life would not have persisted in the midst of death. Principles are concepts that can be applied over and over again, in similar circumstances as distinct from narrow answers to specific questions. Every game has principles that successful players master to achieve winning results. So does life. Principles are ways of successfully dealing with the laws of nature or the laws of life. Those who understand more of them and understand them well know how to interact with the world more effectively than those who know fewer of them or know them less well. The true meaning of Christ's teaching consists in the recognition of love as the supreme law of life, and therefore not admitting any exceptions. Every law of matter or the body, supposed to govern man, is rendered null and void by the law of life, God. No one statement wrested from its context is a sufficient warrant for actions that plainly controvert other commands. How excellent a thing it would be if the whole Church of Christ had learned that no law of life may be based upon an isolated text. Every false teacher who has divided the Church has had, it is written, on which to hang his doctrine. Over events, we may have some control, but over the law of life's progress none. She thinks, I failed twice. If I failed twice I'm going to fail forever. No. That is not the law of life. If you failed twice that means you can learn. It's just a learning experience. It's an obstacle. An imaginary obstacle. She made it real. She made failing a journey of life. Instead, do again and make a journey of your life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and activate the bell.